back and watch as the T1 overall likes to approach this.
We got RRQ on attack. We got T1 on defense.
Yeah.
T1 back on one of their better maps.
Team Secret making some
We
really
got the
good reads,
smoke
finding some
over
good openings.
towards
Jesse
heaven.
Bash in particular, finding great timings to get behind the defenses of T1. Meteor back
Then we got
off,
smoke. I like this. We got a set strat where we got all three bits of B blocked, and then we want to push through B with a Yoru Omen flash.
Double tap popped. Prowler.
Okay, but then they pivot back over towards B. The original idea was pretty nice, and I feel like the backup idea was pretty nice. Like, it's a good mid-round call with this, and they kind of got the Viper luck with the Viper smoke to help the team on the side as well. And yet's lucky to be alive with the 1 HP. And we definitely got to keep an eye on Sephiroth's luck. And the smoke gives you a little gap to play in. It's cool. It's a cool idea. They're going to lose the pistol, but it's a cool idea still.
Crazy guy falls, and that's going to be a flawless pistol going the way of T1. The trend continues. Congratulations, RRQ. You win the series.
well, T1 has to win both pistols.
That's true. Yeah, that's very true.
So now as T1, you just throw the.
You just sandbox at the second half start. Yeah.
Yeah, totally. So I'm already kind of I'm really watching the map intently to see exactly how RRQ is going to try to find those lurks, try to find those timings. And in this round,
you say went too early?
You know, Xpharaoh's trying to, but by the time he gets there, it's already kind of too late.
Yeah.
Izu head on a swivel.
No one like stored enough for him.
Contact on site. It's just kind of looking back and forth. He's over at Waterfall. He's checking C main.
Okay.
You know, popping back and forth a little bit.
No investment into this one, so it'd be a nice.
Really hurt T1 on this map without having that Cypher to rely on.
Nice clean round.
Right
interesting to note they all
They all
go for light armor on this one, where in the last game they bought that hero outlaw, so maybe because they convincingly won that, they thought that they weren't going to go for it again.
To full HP.
Not much for RRQ to do except change directions. Too much resistance. You know there's at least 3 guns there. Based on the crossfires coming through that smoke, so gonna try a different attempt. Try to find that weak side at the very least. Hopefully get a plant down. Think about B. No. Prowler from Stacks not gonna see anything, but still holding their ground. T1 trying to find the timing.
There.
Now you know.
Yep, Buzz just around the corner. ADS in with the Phantom. Footsteps. I mean, no real ambiguity here. Just sprinting forward, trying to scale forward, take some space. Stacks holds the line for 1. Tucks back. Buzz now out
Very
wide.
nice.
Slowly able to go ahead, drag
best
across, find
person,
that second kill.
Agent-wise,
pistol,
gets
flawless
a good amount of the ecos. Buzz one away, so the easiest call lever to go aggro over towards A and try and pick up this orb is probably going to happen. So I imagine you're going to see the double damage invested.
The full weaponry, what they can do. Great job by Izu. He has been
Do you think Fade or Sova is better for the T1 comp? I think if you're playing the ISO, you play Sova. Just as a set
get him
roll.
that showstopper, get him rolling, and I can see that they're set up to at least try to take Rebel control. You have Stacks and Meteor here, right behind Buzz. Falling out though, right into that line. Good recognition from RRQ on.
This is nice from RRQ. They knew this was going to happen. They dodged the double damage. They stunned to make sure you can't go aggro. They do tank a little bit of damage with the nades.
Nice delayed response from Stacks there.
But they mainly
back and forth from both teams.
got the orb away from them.
But just the hair off, otherwise that could have been absolutely catastrophic.
Artist raid. Wait, it's Artist streaming? Artist never streamed in Pacific.
The door's being opened. This is all
He's streaming? Wait, he's up at what time is it? Oh, it's not that bad.
Get the read on that. He'll know pretty shortly here. Yeah, throws a haunt out. Great stuff from Stacks.
He decided to do a map and left.
So now they're gonna be
Mate, it was his map. Oh, dude, honestly though,
on his horse, trying to get over
the map that he chose to do was T1's Icebox. I can't even blame him for leaving.
And it's a double back.
We can't even be mad at him.
With the spot out, stealth drone leading the way. Buzz now swinging forward, gets himself in behind the box. A couple shots going. Cut through the smoke. The repeat Monyet wise to it, ready. Gets a shutdown. Buzz.
He had the most perfect timing.
Death, but not going to be seen here in the bonus. Haunt to be cleared out. Paranoia goes across. Jemkin tucking back around the corner. Time starting to dwindle, but Mondiet continuing to come up with value. Finds a kill. Meteor going to be taken down. Drop down from Izu. Needing to go absolutely huge. Gets back around the opposite side. Picks up another weapon. Concusses there. And Cushing.
Very, very nice. I have no idea how Mondiet won this duel, though.
Not allowing for any bonus conversions. I don't believe
on Demon Time. Nah, I just wanna, like, I don't want to flame, but again, I just wanna. I feel like when it's warranted, and a team, I can't see what improvements team have made in a week on like maps that they're weak at. Then I'm more likely to give it.
And again, great
macro
from the side of RRQ.
I mean, this was a good example.
Making it so hard to read what they're doing.
I don't know what they did with their weak on Icebox.
And you know, with Jemkin
when they know it's
outside
their
of
weakest
Rubble,
map,
he's able to see that haunt from Stacks. He's able to know that that haunt got nothing. See if a Rubble fight happens.
They're looking for this delayed hit again. It would seem. I kind of like this. It's just the undercut that comes out from Meteor, but they're not just going to be. It's not a full send. They're not putting the paint shell and that season behind it. It's just trying to see what they can get out of RRQ here. Yeah. And then have those bits of util still for a later period in the round.
Well, they're trying to find new answers with this comp. A Rubble fight kind of became a bit of a problem as we saw at Champions, or excuse me, at Masters
One pass and fake over towards A. Didn't really angle the TP far enough for him to go help over towards C.
Sova for Stacks, not the fade. So a little bit of a different look.
Ooh, pass and bait. I mean, they might just call their team back here. Let's see how much space they get. Investing the smoke over towards stairs. Open up the door. I think they're just going to call their team back, surely.
Another door tap as
Let's see.
moving towards A.
As we can see in the minimap, heavy rotate over towards A.
Send out the clone from Jemkin.
A little bit of a double back. Just Meteor playing towards that side, but time is starting to dwindle. 30 seconds remaining as the hit gets ready to come through. Salvo's going to be sent down. Paranoia to try to slow them up, and the bite as well. Down on the entryway. Sylvan able to find one. Just going to be the one-for-one exchange.
Oh, hard for them to plant.
Out, sent, delivered. Mondiet will hit the floor. Crazy guy. Nothing more to be done other than try to escape and hold on to this
what
weapon.
Can he really do here? And
similarly,
Pharaoh, it's like, sure, man, you got the whole at A late luck, but your team can't get over towards the site. Playing against
from the side of T1.
Playing against a Razor.
RRQ in the rear.
The Razor util was nice though.
Yeah, it's
nades over towards default. You pop the ult, knowing that most likely people are going to double swing this angle.
To get that util to help out. Buzz is hoofing it over there to try to get that showstopper in play, and does. Sylvan playing really nicely, got the first, waited right behind that pillar that's on the back of the site. Didn't get hit by any of the util, stepped out on the timing, and at least got one to slow things up as well. So T1 there, staggering their utility, staggering their players really nicely to shut out RRQ. And it's hard when, for RRQ, yeah, you're reading the map pretty decently.
Oof.
Nobody's going to make a push just yet.
And they really want to get that raise early again.
When you're reading the map decently, but
Omen flash, double
long,
damage, nades.
T1 can react really quickly.
Pick up that orb.
T1 trying to go for a little bit of a change up there.
Yeah, trying to force them over towards C. A lot of util used.
We're not sending the paint shells with it. They do it, but no one's there to receive the trap. Izu just slides down in front of that aftershock. Avoids taking
Not sure about the Prowler here. I feel like the Prowler's insanely early considering the util.
Stop himself from potentially getting caught there top Rubble.
Still, nobody giving Jemkin any opportunities to find those 1v1s.
Jemkin's, even though he's 0-3, he's doing like a good job over towards A.
Again,
like every single time he's making a lot of space. It's very early on as well.
About the same fight up against each other here. Couple shots exchanged. Flash going to be sent. One wall crashing. One still raised up. Gets down to go pushing forward.
It's huge, man. He either gets spammed or he gets...
The push forward. Jemkin, yep, able to get on the board. Goes for the barrel stuff. Buzz coming away with one, but Mondiet, Jemkin. Open things up. T1 to be scratching their heads here a little bit. Money is not in a comfortable position at all. Okay, Jemkin now.
Too easy. It did look too easy.
Very much come online as, hey, it's another milestone achieved. The 1,000th kill picked up here for the side of Jemkin.
think Jemkin's looking nice. Gets rewarded in this round with kills for what he's been doing over towards A. Looking
not
nice.
allowing for T1 to start running away with this one.
Yeah, it looked really nice, potentially, for T1. They were getting their pieces into place. They had a crossfire set up right outside a tree and outside of A stairs, but because this time, you know, Sylvan's been trying to work on the edges of those smokes like that. We've seen it a bunch, especially on Pearl. And this time, he just gets walked right into, and the body block gives it away pretty quickly. So, you know, you gamble a little bit in those positions, and Sylvan doesn't get it. Yeah.
Do they work B against the no sense comp? They're doing so fine. They get so much free space over towards A once they create a lot of pressure on C. Like they have options.
There, you're going to buy plenty of time for Meteor to get over with the ISO to help out, but got dissected very quickly. A very nice round for Jemkin. He's had a very solid series today. See if RRQ can keep the ball rolling.
Okay, great impact of the round. They got Hero Gun, we got Outlaw out, we got every single person that can get one shot for the Outlaw as well. T1 not wanting to go aggro over towards A, and RRQ again just taking a lot of space early on.
Contact and maybe a dip.
Gotta give.
Late triple swing for T1. They kind of end up just getting caught. They got unlucky with the timing here, really.
1,000 kills on the wall. 1,000 kills.
We're not starting that. We're not on a. We're not on a drive across the country.
Oh, all right. No road trip.
No.
No.
Stealth drone. Let's go ahead and poke and prod around. Just a single rifle here in the hands of Meteor. Trying to find an opening, and Jemkin says absolutely
They're looking
not.
good.
Shuts it down. That went from 0-3-0 to now 5-3-0. Big swing across these last two rounds. As RRQ will tie things up at 3-3 here. Barring an ace clutch with a sheriff for the hands of Sylvan.
Well, stranger things have happened. But, I mean, should be impossible.
This is the timing there to catch a glimpse. And swings it. It's going to be a flawless as we get tied up 3-3.
Timeout, or
fantastically
are they
done here
okay?
from the side of RQ, finding some stability.
It feels like they're bleeding over towards A main.
I think extra credit to Jemkin when you consider how long he's been playing in Pacific to hit 1,000 kills.
Yeah, very quickly.
I think the pace setter, I think probably for all time is Karon.
Yeah, we saw Tanuki.
Yeah, he was built different last year.
A bit anomalous.
I mean, it's a rough hit for Zeta, really.
Jemkin to get there in about a season and a half is very, very impressive.
Well, he's a tremendous player. You know, when you look at all the stats and statistics, he's top in the charts. And you can tell in game as well what he's capable of. He's going to put the mask on, go for a journey.
No.
Figure out we can, trying to find that
back
drone,
out TP on this.
Unable to.
But I can see him.
TP's behind him. He didn't see that. Didn't really matter.
Nice little set strat.
Rolling Thunder is.
Yeah, that's why we don't have a backup TP. We got it all. We got it all thought out well. And then you follow the space towards B. AO is incredible. You force him into the lock. Oh, this is a beautiful round. That is
from RRQ. Absolutely
really
phenomenal.
Nice. It's really, like really nice.
And flawless at
yeah, obviously you invest 3 ults into it. You should be winning the round, but it's like secured clean.
Kind of 5-man executes. We haven't seen any big lurks, and this time Xferal.
It's a good round to do it all as well. Good understanding of how important this round is.
Set up for him
ults go in. Super low money again for T1. Probably forcing down to a low buy.
And it's a lean play when you're going.
They're struggling with this at the moment,
map awareness,
and I wonder if it's a little bit to do with the ISO double damage nerf and only having one of these. They're not getting that much, but also I do feel like they are using util to get A. Then they're not really like holding A that much. And I think this might be the first time I've seen the fade eye over towards A to secure and to know that they haven't got out. So that's going to help them a lot. It's a good changer from T1. I want to see him do it in the buy rounds. Honestly, I think RRQ next round probably go aggro A, but we'll see what happens.
Quick hit. That just gives RRQ a little bit more time to consider the map. Buzz pushed really far forward at A, so that's why everybody's leaning BC.
Fade eye has been there. Interesting.
Quick clear though. of that Prowler, and Stax is immediately starting to take space. That's really wise by Stax.
Buzz can find the first one.
Yeah.
Showstopper is online, but he's not going to get the chance to use it. Quick little swing in from Jemkin, puts him down before that ult can come out. Stax, though, now scaling. Eyes are tied in this direction, and Stax is going
It's
to be
really unlucky timing.
I think he should have just been a little bit more patient behind that box.
Yeah, it's hard though, because if they're running out towards A, then
expected they keep pushing after they got Buzz.
he's kind of won the round. No Sentinel comp, can't be angry at it.
Smoke just cycles them over here towards C, where now pressure is on Sylvan to see what he can do. Finds the first one.
Oh, the opening of the door at the same
The
time.
looks for a little bit more, but Jemkin is just
still good damage.
dominable. Again, from 0-3-0.
It's kind of winnable.
Jemkin is
The Viper's one body shot. Oh my goodness.
cool. Snappy shot from Izu.
All that.
But now 11-3-0.
Jemkin looks unreal right now.
He's just insane. He's incredible.
Yeah, he's doing so much.
Tremendous right now. He's reacting so well to what's going on around
And
him.
he's taking space.
And he's doing a great job. In the early part of the game, he was part of the reason he's 0-3 is because he's essentially on information gathering duty, not really on frontline fragging duty. Put him on frontline fragging duty, the man's good for a bunch of multi-kills. Just disgusting. So a bit of a game plan change for
person
RRQ. It's worked out
aggro.
quite nicely.
They thought what I thought, that they were going to go
Cascade to
super
try to set
aggro
up
over
this
towards A.
A-level control
Definitely in the
hit.
timeout they spoke about
Okay.
aggro A, because they're investing the util but like holding on to it.
Oh, sorry.
And RRQ have adapted well, knowing that the focus would be over towards here, and now we've seen a couple
I'm
of
sad.
C
Maybe
hits.
that's why I just want people to start playing Harbor again. You miss him a bit.
Is this Harbor?
Some
We got some in the EMEA.
Meanwhile, CGRS in the wings going, anybody gonna play Harbor again?
Right there.
Maybe?
Pit up at C. Locking off that position. Spike is still set up outside of it. It's just a peek out here from Buzz. Show some face.
Goes in. Omen flash back, but the wall up is going to create a little bit of pressure. We got Yoru. Oh.
Izu.
Spots one. Stun goes out so you can TP so they know the left side's cleared, and they Omen flash on top to get out of the ult. Damn, they're good though.
Before getting taken down, but now it's going to be a counter pit here from the side of Xparrow, just setting up where the previous one had dropped.
Oh, the timing!
Man,
he is just an
look at him.
menace.
Look
This
at
is
him go.
unreal.
Another multi-kill round. The drop down noted, yeah. Noise is made. Wanyet, I mean, he could just blind fire into this one. Doesn't manage to go
Enough
ahead and
damage,
soften him
right?
up. Jemkin runs out of bullets. It's the only thing stopping him from finding the ace. As
Very,
Buzz,
very nice.
not sure where
Dude, they
Xparrow is
handled
going
this
to
so
be.
well.
Gets
Also, the
taken
pressure of the
down.
Viper pit, and he's
RRQ
walking out at the most perfect
continue
timing,
on
so
their
the
merry
pressure's
way.
there, so Buzz
5 in a
isn't on
row
top
now
of
as
it.
they get up to 6 on the attack.
Dude, they handled the
He's
Viper
15-4.
really well.
Just absolutely destroying T1. A great paranoia to set him up there as well. Some good breach util. Meteor finally getting involved. The timing there. The haunt goes out, and that's when he steps out of the pit. Takes Stax out. Stax is trying to clear the pit there. Jemkin's ahead of the curve. Things starting to get pretty desperate. T1's already used the timeout, and they haven't been able to recover.
15-4-0.
Pulls them down to another
Flash
eco.
send.
Every
Clear on
single
that stealth
time,
drone.
T1 have a buy round. They got to
Going
deal
out.
with a Yoru.
Head gets the TP from Sylvan.
And
Down a couple of
RRQ
flashes
are
from the Crazy
way
Guy. Still has
too
2. And
drilled
Jemkin, after the 4K, picks up an orb. He's one away from
to
another
have like
dimensional
bad
drift.
Yoru ults.
Yeah, why not?
Like the util, the util
when
and the
you're getting 4
decisions
kills
they make
around,
with the information that the Yoru gathers
pretty easy to keep those
is
cycling.
it might be the best I've seen.
Just
It's up there. It's reminding me
Hard
of
to-
like you know when Fnatic used to play
express how good
Split,
he's been.
and it was like back when Dirk was there.
They need a miracle at this point. And
It reminds me of that, where it's like the ult of the Yoru is a secured round.
Escapes back, but dangerous.
They would always have like
21 HP
breach
overall.
util,
So even going for a showstopper
Omen
at this
flash
point
behind
is
it.
very high risk. Likelihood of getting punished and not getting the rocket out is very, very high.
Yeah, you can't imagine.
And when your Yoru's farming like
that he'd
this,
be going for it.
like
And there's
it's done.
a clone
it's
that's
gonna
sent
happen
over
again.
towards C.
They go down to an
Meanwhile,
eco.
everybody's
He's
over
gonna
at
have
A.
another Yoriel.
Buzz on his own, trying to find some kind of value.
And here's the raid boss. Instantly finds it. He's now 4.0. It's a monstrous KD at the moment here for Jemkin. Stacks on the peak, able to find
Bro,
one. She's going to be put down.
Relax, man. He's killing so many.
Now, looking for a little bit more. Swaps over to the shorty to push up into the smoke, getting ready to come through here. As Izu, okay. Wow.
What the?
A damn
1
good
HP?
shot.
He survived at 1
A round
HP.
winner. Izu will put up
Dude, another Byron for
solid little
T1.
fight
They
here
got to
for
go
the
up
team,
against the
but
Yoriel.
RRQ,
It's just
they
unfair.
are starting to run
They
away
do
with this.
have 3 of the best ults on their comp.
I mean, it's got to be the change of tempo
So,
right now for T1.
They should
They're
be able to
gonna
handle it well because
Keep
no one can get
themselves really
space.
in this map.
But
I mean,
the
sure, it's
RRQ
Lotus,
just like go for a fake here.
defender side, little tricky, but RRQ is playing it very, very
A
well.
fake here could work so well.
Sure, Jemkin is fragging, but the macros
T1
really
have been
good.
struggling so
Finding
much
the
they
weak
might
side
go
of
for like
T1
a
more
set
often than
strat.
not.
But
And even when they don't, Jemkin's just bullying his way through.
yeah,
Early dump a util, and yeah.
Here we go again.
Yep, this is
Now
what
they're
makes
gonna
it
think
worse, is
that
when the
they're-
Yoru's fragging out of control like this.
wow,
clear
the
the door
salvos
for
to
him.
break it so you get
Salvos
space. It's
breaks it
another
open.
set strat.
And he says, yep, a sight
Lean
looking
tree for
pretty
them,
good.
goes back a
All
sign.
right, this showstopper has to be great. Nightfall, you've got Meteor's ult. It has to be the round
Chill,
for
bro,
T1.
you have ult.
Shield is popped.
Meteor's so far forward.
He's just going to go for the drop here.
Oh
and
my
he is able to
goodness.
find
Shot.
one. Now
I got the
Sentinel ult is
clone.
potentially going to be vulnerable. The swing can come through off the back of this. Unless they're covering fire. There you go. Monyet finding one, but then going to be caught on the timing. Izu pushing forward. Doesn't manage to find him.
Poison's off.
Oh, Sylvan was
The
looking
lurk
for the
fell.
lurk.
God, every single time
Phoenix
they
Pharaoh
make the most of
find the
this B
shot.
space.
He's trying to find this punish, but now he himself is going to be pinched into a bit of a bad situation. Tucks into backside, the snake bite going to be lobbed in. Tries to steady this break, cannot. Cushy able to strike him
God,
down.
they're so good,
No
man, I can't.
idea that crazy guy is
They
going
make
on
the
a late
Yoriel ult
linger
look like
over
the
this
most
A
broken
orb.
ult in the game.
Spike planted.
Now it is once again
Because
all
they
on
just
Izu.
take
There's a
this,
shorty
they
around the
take so
corner.
much space with
Looks to
them.
try to divide and conquer, but Cushy's
Every
the first
single
one that he
time they
fights.
go in, they're
The
doing a
last
strat
one
through
is
B.
RRQ.
And you see
Now
Safaro
up
go,
8
oh,
to
B was
3.
3, there's no one there. Sure, I'll take
7
the space.
rounds in a
Because everyone
row
else takes
to get to
the
this
rest of the
point.
space.
Looking for a 9-3 half.
I mean, they're just out of
Dude,
control
as if he
right
ulted
now.
the clone, it's so devastating.
Showstopper not able to find any value. You committed so much here as T1, and RRQ just dodging it.
Why is
playing
no one
this
covering
so
Meteor? But
beautifully
it's kind of
around the
Meteor's
door.
fault though. He committed.
Using the
He
ult early to
committed
find the
before
open
everyone else
space
was
and then
even there.
realizing that they
Like
were
he's
gonna
out
be
here taking a
facing some big
1v1 with his
ultimates.
ult,
Take a
with
bit of a
shield,
pause
and
and switch
there's
sides.
no one past this line.
And again, the lurk timings, T1 just not on
I
point with
agree.
them.
You
That's
look
some
at that and you
damage
go,
to
damn, no one's covering
Hey,
him, but
stacks.
it's his fault.
Solid taps it with that Guardian. Looks for the third, cannot make it happen. Cushy brings that to a conclusion.
Lovely shots from
Again,
Stacks.
it is online.
Kind of looking like
As
Icebox
Meteor,
again.
Similarly, Guardian
Just
in hand.
Stacks winning rounds.
Trying to fill some spaces. Monyet not going to be sticking that teleport. And oh, Buzz, yep. Xfera, I mean, look at that smile. More than happy with what he's just accomplished, and now he's going to continue to go on this lurk.
There's
Sylvan
no way though.
now needs to be wary about that
Oh,
pressure coming
gosh.
through. I mean, Izu's just dead. RRQ have their
Wow,
pick
man,
of
they're
the litter.
sick. They're sick,
Everywhere
but at
they
the same
want to
time, I
go,
feel so sorry for
there is a
T1 because
path paved
every
in gold
single
in front of
big
them.
buy round they went up against a Yoriel. And it was the
What an
most
unbelievable
drilled
half
Yoriels.
as they look to go ahead and
We've
seal the deal on
honestly
this
seen.
9-3.
Well, they guessed wrong on the ult.
But it also helps to try to narrow it down a bit.
Oh, hold
Sylvan
up.
finding the first, but cannot get
Damn,
the second.
bro, look at
Sparrow
this.
down to
That
3
was an
HP,
absolute
survives, and Monyet with
masterclass
the
of an attack
crossfire
half.
locks in
Shout out to
the
Jemkin. Even at
monstrous
0-3, he was doing
advantage for
everything good.
RRQ. 6
And
rounds
then goes
at the half.
0-3 and gets
No,
17
this
to
is just
7.
stellar stuff. I mean, you know, even though there's a couple big moments here for some T1 players, the timings are all on RRQ's side. They've got the reads.
And it's just another huge turnaround. I mean, Stacks gets those 2 kills.
Yep.
He starts things off for them so well, and then the 3v5 happens. Brutality.
Yeah.
T1 looking absolutely lost.
No, they do.
66%
Oh, yeah, no, they're
of their
getting
round wins. That
annihilated.
pistol and that anti-eco.
I mean, since they've
Dude, this
switched
map
over to
looks
this
so
comp, it has
drilled
looked
for
really
RRQ.
uncomfortable to me on that defender
Looks good.
side. I don't think there'll be too many problems on the attacker side, but I don't feel like they have that same level of coordination. Losing the Sova for the Fade, I think, makes it a little bit harder for them to get some of that deeper info. Even though, yeah, the Prowlers and the Haunt can give you some, I think you're having a tough time without the Cypher in particularly, you know, keeping track of what's going on around B and C. And then you have to make hard reads off of contact, and RRQ was just toying with them. And then that was able to set up some of their players for some of those lurks. Obviously, yes, it helps when Jemkin's just going nuclear, when he's breaking through sites. Yes. But part of it is the way that they work the macro of the map. So a lot of the times, you know, T1's getting to the site just a step too late. Jemkin's ahead of him. And then he's cycling ults like crazy, and things are just snowballing out of control for T1.
Yeah.
Really well handled.
No, it was a snowball.
By RRQ. I mean, hats off to Crazy Guy, calling a great game here on top of his players playing very, very well.
Yeah.
And they are looking to get aggressive off the rip. Prowler to scout as Paranoia goes across as well. That undercut with the smoke holds him at bay, and Monyet gets himself a second elimination. Meteor fighting back for one, but Jemkin gets one, gets out, and once again, T1 just absolutely knocked on their rear. Stealth drop, that should have spotted them both. And Cushy, no way he didn't notice the gun barrel. Back rubble, the pings are there. Izu was able to pull off a bit of a miracle pistol on Icebox. Now he's going to be asked to do very much the same, and he's not going to do it at all. Damn near flawless Monyet, the only casualty, leading the charge outside of Mound. And that is for the first time in this series. I was going 1-for-1 in pistols on a map itself.
Yeah.
But RRQ, with that win, get up to 10.
Now,
I
this
just don't even know how they
so huge for RRQ.
They would lose this here. They're just playing way too good.
So much of the story of this team in Pacific has been they're close, but no cigar. They fight to the nail. Overtimes all over the place. Every map is just an absolute grind. And then they get here to Lotus against a T1 team that has been fearsome with ISO in their comps, with Meteor there. And right now, they are knocking on the door of a blowout 2-1 victory.
Jack, and RRQ can finish top of their group then, right? I gotta start looking at it. Because then we would have Boom RRQ
this out.
With the
T1
1-1
only
seeds.
classics, no buy-up, just a share for Meteor.
That's
They're
insane.
looking to do the impossible and turn this map around. 4 Bulldogs and a Spectre.
They only have to be Team Secret.
Not much
Damn, the
to
gatekeepers.
speak of in terms of util. Just mostly the standard stuff for T1. Cushy, hello,
Well,
sees everything.
That is so much information.
Team Secret? No, it is the kind of Team Secret game to win.
They have no money. They have no guns. Everybody from RRQ is gathered up over towards this A side. Quick little pivot here from T1 to get themselves a plant on the B site.
Spike planted.
But how entrenched can they be? Someone to try to watch here from behind.
How
Crazy Guy
early
down to
does
50, but
Zafiro go?
catches the kill on a Meteor.
Just looking like he's not going early at all. Waits for the Omen flash, waits for them to send it. That's the go signal to turn around the corner. But he's not even going to need to activate. Still nice though to see that it's all fought through.
Once again, another damn near flawless round here. RRQ 2 away from taking this series away from T1 in dominant fashion on the closeout.
Just brilliant. They look so well coordinated, so in control right now. Everybody doing all the right things at the right time. Jemkin happy to push past that snake bite. Help out his teammates. Monyet running and gunning. Everything looking good. Two more rounds is all it's going to take for RRQ to close out this series.
4 Bulldogs.
T1
got to start now. They're relatively close to Meteor's ult.
Do they have it in them?
Meteor's having a bit of a stinker day. His first map was good. Then the Reyna was really bad.
Hasn't been looking that way.
And then at the moment now, I can't even blame T1 that much in terms. I just feel like RRQ did too much good.
The players from the side of T1. I mean, Meteor, what a start that he had on Pearl.
He's definitely not fragging heavy.
Severely lacking here on his agent pick that so regularly does deliver, strikes fear into the hearts of his opponents. Right now, RRQ are just impenetrable.
Yep. They are just flying.
Sparrow's just like, oh, I'll just adjust my sleep.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
It's like T1 doesn't know what they need to do.
Yeah, they're
going to run the
lost.
clock down. Let me just make sure I'm nice and comfy. Off towards the site. Paint shell up and over the top, getting bogged down just a little bit here as they try to go for the entry. The stun does connect. Shock to try to hold them back.
They're gonna.
Try to go for the reset. Buzz gonna be taken
Dude,
down.
they get so many people here. Got to pivot over towards A. Door opens, so they know that someone's like around that area, so they need to re-clear it. It's really weird at the moment for RRQ. They got to clear like all of this.
This is still going to be really difficult.
They go early and Zafiro goes late again.
Could find a couple quick ones.
Crazy guy. He's peeking in. Jemkin survives. Even with 19
good
HP,
omen
just
flash.
dodges those bullets.
Wait, it's not a good omen flash. Went too high.
Now just 3 players left here from T1. Smoke and upper dissipating. Jemkin fallen. Stack's able to find 2. Finds himself a 3rd. It seems like there still is yet a little bit more fight left in him, but it's at cost. Xpero looking for the stick.
Okay, no matter what, it was good damage.
Be able to go ahead, bail them out, deny the bonus conversion, deny the match point. T1 get to 4, but similar to what we had seen back on Pearl. 4 players dead.
Yeah, it just looks really uncomfortable. And the timings are really good for RRQ. They're playing off of each other nice. I mean, Stax comes up with another hero play. Probably too little, too late, it feels like. See if they can continue to rebound, but that damage done, and they know it, so they're going to grab an Outlaw, even though a couple full armors are still able to be bought.
Got 3 targets, though.
Yep.
The Lion Share still looking very good and very vulnerable here as they look to try to take advantage. A couple shots there, Monyet.
Trying to take the orbs away from them, especially as they got that ISO. They do not
TP's across, however,
want to play against
ready
that.
for that. And Sylvan and Stax playing around over here towards this A side of the map. They're going to be the ones at risk.
They left the spike behind. They wanted to.
Okay, but
try
this
to figure
orb's
out
still
what's
here,
going
right?
on.
Oh my god, that's an absolute shot.
Sparrow hitting that
Where's my fade? It's so, I'm so confused though. What the T1 doing? Why's my fade so low? Taking a 50-50 duel on A when I got a double duelist comp with a Reyna and an ISO.
Puts Sylvan on the floor. Smoke's now lost on Xpero playing forward. Wall, however, does fall, and he's not quite ready for them to be this far forward. So kill is going to be found, but the TP in, maybe not even necessary. It's Jemkin. This continues to be so damn good.
Oh, unfair.
Oh, sorry, I'm in a race.
Draws out of it, is scoped in, the shot's whiffing. Izu finding one.
Damage is probably done though.
50-50 here for him. Desperately tries to separate them, to divide.
I don't know what
T1
are doing though. I don't know what T1 are doing. It just felt like they so desperate to get around that they tried to do it individually.
Round wins just to get it into overtime.
Match point.
Okay, not much money.
So
Everyone's sitting about 2,000.
Like this.
Let's think they had like 6K, 2,400,
so
2,500.
Matches and maps to walk in against the defending Masters champions and destroy them on Lotus like this. It's been a long time coming.
The fade luck. He's not even lucky though. He's just dueling in the first phase.
Poor guy.
I think he's still quite happy.
Just as non-shim style, I'm underperforming as well. It's crazy.
Make a new little creation.
Look, I'm happy because the SCA teams are playing great this stage.
Oh yeah.
Boom yesterday, today RRQ. Yeah, I've got some Indomie at home. I'm going to eat some.
Oh boy, this is going to be a hell of a fight. But Buzz gets that reveal off the haunt, finds Jemkin. Monyet going to be taken down. So, bit of a rush play here. As RRQ want to bring this to a swift closeout. Not quite going to be able to do so, it would seem. Cushy Xpero still could make this potentially expensive, but Buzz with the 3rd kill.
T1.
I'll bring Cushy to his lonesome.
Reset RRQ in terms of money, and then you look at the next buy rounds, and they got 2 ults to win the next buy rounds.
Quite find it.
So that will get him up to 6. Then the be eco, that should get him up to 7. And then we'll see where the ults are. In 3 rounds, they kind of gotta get the ISO up.
Can no longer hunt for this man.
Nah, ISO can definitely hunt.
There's a little bit more surprise factor in his position, but is also not necessarily ready for Cushy to just walk his way into B. It's okay. 7 more chances for the side of RRQ to close this out, but T1 fighting back for a little bit more.
Well, okay, but seemingly feeling like too little too late.
Okay, RRQ.
You know, it's
two
nice
away
to
from their
see
ults, but they're
Buzz
always
just
going to
kinda
have to
find
beat
this
an all
moment
round anyway, so
behind the back.
might have preferred him to get an ult and an
The
eco and just
util
feel like
gets the
he
spot if it's
uses
somebody
it when they
walks
have a
in front of
chance.
him. I mean, that's just a freebie, I guess. But, well done. Using the contingency.
There you go.
Yeah. They both started with C.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
Okay, do T1 use ult in this
Showstopper,
round?
Nightfall available.
Or
Armageddon,
are
Rolling
they
Thunder,
confident
away.
that
Here's RRQ.
there's going to be 3 people that honestly can't have much?
I mean, this could likely be another round for T1, but beyond that, it's going to be so challenging to get that many in a row.
Okay, the answer
Showstopper
is
in.
yeah, they want to use
Good
some ults.
paranoia and
Trying
response.
to chase off that Prowler. Cushy with the classic is able to find Izu.
Yeah, and he's just
That's going to be a weapon scooped
giving him
up
a
now.
gun.
Armageddon for the retake. Do they invest it here?
Yeah, this is the thing. It gets tempting now.
Yeah.
Looks like the answer might just be yes. Stacks out and away, tucked in behind Rubble.
Well,
We can rep weaponry, but well, 3 players out facing. Cushy puts that
It'll be
recovered
so
fan to the
tempting to
good
use
use.
this ult now.
Stacks eliminated Buzz. Tries to
Oh
stay
my
alive.
god,
Cushy
Cushy's
pushes up into the site.
what's
Meteor
going
now
on?
taken down.
He's wrecking
2v2.
everyone.
The door open, Xparrow rushing
Shot.
forward. Sylvan snapped
Good
with
trade.
a headshot.
Oh boy, they did it with an
breaks
eco
into
hero
it.
gun. Damn, bro, they
Starts the
14-5'd
map on
them.
top, closes it out the same way.
They looked insanely
13-5,
drilled. The calling was good. The
Etherepti
prep was really
as
good. Their
RRQ
Yoru ults
takes
was some of the
down
best we've
T1.
seen. Like, just full
Their
stop.
first loss in the stage.
Really, really nice. Really nice.
Is RRQ
Jemkin played
absolutely
incredible.
electric today.